Okay, so we normally talk about a lot of things political, but as we open up the new handy dandy notebook, because let's talk about a little bit of the fun stuff. Well, not really the fun stuff, but the real interesting stuff. Unfortunately, we have lost, legendary Irv Gotti, and I know a lot of people, because Irv was just one of those people that you either loved his ass or you hated his ass, and it was just like, he did some fucked up shit, but you will not say that during those early 2000s that man was not the soundtrack of our lives. And baby, I had a time. A time was had. Do you hear me? Thank God for there was no camera phones, and but like I said, a time was had, and it is so unnerving that we are losing our icons at such early ages because he's only in his 50s. And speaking of 50, listen, I know that, he is the resident petty in chief. However, there's just a limit, a line to some things. And, talking about that man not being able to watch your shows and they are literally, calling the family in because he was in that dire straits is not even petty anymore. It's just disgustingly mean. And it's like, bro, you got bigger fish to fry because as you all have seen, the whole Lil Meech situation and Big B and Meech walked into this. Um, Sir, again, I don't know if you remember. I mean, because we all remember that was the basis of how you started your career with the 9 times. Most cats only got 9 lives. I don't know what you think. How this is gonna work out. Maybe in your favor. You're just like, okay, it's cool and whatnot. And some dudes is just like, nah, nah, nah. I stand with like, listen, these grown ass men and in their 50s, the world is burning down, and y'all worried about like who got on a shirt and who gonna be at a car show. Please stop it. Please stop it. But baby, can we all? I want y'all to run me my apology for that whole Nelly situation. Like I said, I was a huge Nelly fan, and I do not agree with what he has done, thus far. But baby, let me tell you something. Janelle Monae will always be, have a fan. Because baby, I don't know if y'all have seen how she got on that mic and rocked the mic like Okay, here's the thing. If you have not seen it after the Grammy, she basically used his own track and he thought he was going to get the mic. I didn't know the man was in the crowd because I have seen, all different angles of this video with her on there. And she basically did a on the dome diss record to him on his own shit in front of him to his face. And he stood there and there was nothing he could do. And she was just like, I'm not worried because I got people. So but yeah, y'all, this has been a real interesting time. So we shall see what is going to happen in these next couple of days. And Lord, can we talk about how people are upset because they saw Jay pouring Sir Carter in Beyonce's Grammy and her drinking over. There's like, oh my God, that's disrespectful. It's not a cup. Maybe y'all don't understand the cultural reference of this, and it's high time that y'all stay out of cultural things that really don't concern you, so that we don't have to explain these things. And then while we're talking about Beyonce, can y'all please stop talking about she didn't deserve that, and Jay bought that or whatever? Because if Jay actually bought that, then why didn't he buy that one for Lemonade or the self-titled Beyonce? But I mean, I'm just saying, but y'all just like, oh, he bought that. Whatever you got to do to make yourself feel better, and maybe get less wrinkles, because y'all know that hate you stretches you out, causes wrinkles, makes you age faster. But then y'all want to talk about like Billie Eilish and all that stuff. Half of y'all don't even listen to that girl music, and she lost to Kendrick and some other white folks. So please miss me with the bullshit. And while we're talking about Kendrick, let's also talk about how the Heart Association basically said that if anybody is in need of CPR, not like us, it's absolutely the cadence of what you need to do as you are administering CPR until some folks can get there and help. I think that wraps it up.